Then cometh Jesus from Galilee to Jordan unto John to be baptized of him. Well, now, what is this? Why would Christ have to be baptized by John? Christ is a teacher. He always proves the way for us. He parts the waters where all you have to do is follow. Okay? And he's giving you an example. You might say, well, should I be baptized? Well, Christ was. Do you think you're better than Christ that you need not be baptized? And so it is that Christ was setting the standard and the way. Verse 14, but John forbade him, saying, I have need to be baptized of thee, and comest thou to me? John was uncomfortable with this, and I can understand why, and certainly you can as well. 15, and Jesus answering said unto him, suffer it to be so now, for thus it becometh us to fulfill all righteousness. Then he suffered him. In other words, to show the way, to lead. You know, a leader leads. And he was certainly a leader of leaders, and John being one of those leaders also. Verse 16, and Jesus, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water, and lo, the heavens were opened unto him, and he saw the Spirit of God, that's the Holy Spirit, descending like a dove and lighting upon him. And verse 17, and lo, a voice from heaven saying, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Now, many people do not understand baptism. This pretty well explains it. He came up from the water or out of the water. There is no, many people think sprinkling and some submersion. But the word baptize itself, or baptism, the etymology of the word comes from bibto, to take, like as if you would take a piece of white linen and you want to dye it red. So you would take water and put the color from berries or whatever the case may be. You would naturally have to submerge the whole cloth to saturate it, to bring it up whereby it would be red rather than checkered or spotted or something of that nature. So the word baptism itself, being properly translated, answers the question as far as baptism is concerned. No questions asked. But the beauty is that God himself, the office in heaven, the full Godhead, saying, this is my beloved Son, the only begotten, in him, which is to say, God will never ask you to do something he hasn't done himself. Hebrews chapter 2 documents this, stating that he came here to die on the cross. For what purpose? To defeat death, which is to say the devil. Okay, and through this also bringing salvation for whomsoever will. So this identifying him beyond any shadow of a doubt to the miracle child given Elizabeth and Zachariah, which was John the Baptist when they were too old, and giving this son to Mary, really too young, not married yet, this virgin conceived and brought forth the very Son of God. And God himself was willing to say, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. And he had a right to be pleased because he would set the way and pave the course. And so that's what he was doing. Chapter 4 and verse 1.